The following program is sponsored in part by To a Woman's Heart. The thoughts and views expressed by the following production don't necessarily reflect those of the network or any sponsors.
Yo, hell yeah. Wyatt begins in like 5, 4, 3. So without further ado, Wyatt presents a true multi-hyphenate talent, y'all. You see, our special guest is an author, a musician, a songwriter, a visual artist, and he's an LGBTQ plus and autism awareness advocate. So let's welcome Mr. Eros, the Artiste. Talk at me, baby. How the hell are ya?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing great. Listen, man, thank you for stopping by. Wyatt, I really appreciate it.
Well, thank you for having me.
Oh, sure. My pleasure. Oh, before we begin, I want to say, give a shout out rather to Mr. Eddie Pierce. He connected us. Yeah, Eddie is a great guy. He's the founder of Rainbow Room Publishing. They're doing some great things over there. So thank you, Mr. Pierce. All right. Now, look, before we begin, my brother, I have to ask you this question. Are you ready?
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Where did you come up with the name Eros the Artiste? Now, to me, let me tell you something. I always have to do that. It makes me feel good. To me, that sounds like the name for this very, very talented and accomplished adult entertainer. Look, you know I'm messing with you, but seriously, I love the moniker. I love the name. It's got to be a backstory with that.
Well, I used to be into Greek mythology when I was a kid. I enjoyed reading stuff about Aphrodite and Athena. But one of the stories that really caught my ear and caught my fancy was Eros and Psyche. The story between the two, where Psyche had all these admirers, and Venus got upset. So she put some type of oracle that says that you're going to marry a monster, and that monster ended up to be Eros, the god of love. So I ascribe to love. I love to talk about love, and I'm also I just enjoy all forms of love. So that's where it came from.
To get into these books, I want to talk about I Choose the Pain and the Cost. Regarding I Choose the Pain, let's dig a little deeper into it. First of all, titles make a book. Let's put it this way: titles help sell a book, and I Choose the Pain is an interesting title. And I believe you said that, and I quote, "I procrastinated about writing the text for over 12 years," and you said writing it was a process. So let's talk about that.
Sure. Well, like I said, I procrastinated for 12 years. I started the book shortly after I got my HIV diagnosis. This was back in 2005.
Okay.
And I wasn't writing it to write a book. I was just writing something just to get something out of my head. Yeah, but the more it grew, the more I was like, maybe this could turn into something. But at that time, I was working for churches as a director of music. I was working as a director of music for several churches, and I was afraid of what would happen if I actually published it. Would I keep my job? Would I be able to still be able to support myself? Of course, I didn't do anything. I didn't. I just kept writing, but I put off the date of really finishing it. Then circumstances were altered, where I was asked to leave a position, and after I was asked to leave, I was like, well, I have nothing but time on my hands, so I might as well go ahead and finish what I started and deal with the repercussions. So I finished the book in June 30th of 2018.
Mm-hmm. So now, I Choose the Pain is a novel, correct?
Yes.
So is it sort of autobiographical?
Some of it is. Some of it is. What I did was I took some of my life experiences and I put them in the book. But I also, I've also had different accounts from different people as to their life experiences. And some of them are no longer with us. So I said the best thing for me to do is to go ahead and take their stories and put them in this book so that people could see what we as gay men, gay Black men, have to go through.
That's great. Okay. I'm sorry, you go ahead, please.
I'm sorry. Yeah, and another thing I wanted to do is I wanted to showcase successful Black men.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one thing that I wanted to showcase. College educated Black men. Now, this is not to say, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna speak on this. This is not to say that those that did not go to college are not as important. Pretty much more than. But this is just to let people know that there is no shame in being educated. There's no shame in knowing what you want and going for what you want, and being proud of who you are, a Black, gay, successful man.